to record. We returned to Israel, and this is when I shifted towards spirituality. I left everything that I did and knew back then and opened a yoga studio in Israel where I lived. And this was the next 7 years where I kind of like dove deeply to different spiritual practices. I'm a Reiki master. One of you mentioned Reiki. I studied Theta healing. I don't know if you're aware of this. It's another form of healing. I did more training in yoga and yoga therapy. I was working with women in all life stages, women with cancer, fibromyalgia, הפרעות אכילה, eating disorder, young ladies with eating disorders. And this was the major, that's what I did, like full time, like only spirituality, working with women. That was kind of like the main thing that I did. We decided to move back to the States in 2014 due to my husband's job this time. And I thought I'll come here and I'll do the same. I'll open a new studio and, I'll just copy paste and everything will be the same. It didn't happen. And I don't know exactly why and what, but it doesn't matter. I needed to look for something else, like, financially to support me because the yoga wasn't enough. And this is when I opened another path in my life, which is real estate. And I have a friend here, a colleague. So to this day, what I do, and I found this amazing balance between matter and spirit. So I'm practicing real estate, but mainly managing my own vacation homes in Florida. We own 5 of them. I purchase them, I renovate them, I furnish them, and then I manage it. So that's one side. And the other side is still yoga, meditation. What most of the women in Alpharetta, probably the Israelis more, but maybe it's time to expand it, know me for is the camping retreats that I'm doing on Lake Lanier. And I'm teaching paddleboard, yoga on the paddleboard while camping on Lake Lanier in the summer. So next summer, I'm taking 14 ladies with me every summer, probably 2 to 3 times. And I bring everything and I cook everything. And yes, I have it, yes. And you just bring yourself with a mattress and we spend 24 hours with full of, doings, but really connecting to yourself and to nature. So that's kind of like my flag retreat. And one of the new things that I'm doing is I call it awareness soul dancing. And Debbie was about to come and then weather didn't cooperate with us. And this is an evening, it's like a workshop that I'm doing once a month. And it has 3 parts, a cacao ceremony, then ecstatic dancing or intuitive dancing. Okay, if anyone here likes to dance, that's your place. You don't need to know how to dance. It's just your body, letting yourself to do what the body feels. And then we're ending with sound healing session. So this is the things that I've been doing in the past year or 2, like expanding to different area. So that's about me. And now I want to dive more towards what we're here today. So as I mentioned, my son was getting married. It was in Florida, and it was on the 30th of September. We were in the highs of the highs, really beautiful weekend of joy, all the family coming from all over the world. We have people from Australia, from Israel, from different parts of the US, and came back. Some of the family still was here, not even, going back to Israel. And then this horror began exactly a week after. And from the high of the really one of the highest joyful moments of my life, I was thrown, like all of us, okay? You don't need to get your son getting married. We were thrown towards probably the darkest moment that I remember in my history since I was born, in Israel, as an Israeli person, and for all of us. And what I felt was sadness, hate, anger, helpless, hopeless, And you can, continue. Tell me what you felt when all of this just happened, David. Just send more emotions and, just words. Disgusting, shocked. Anyone else? Fear. Yes, definitely. Worry. Yeah. What? A lot of worry. Yeah. What? Devastation. Yes. Yes, that's a very important part. I don't think our minds can understand. And this is why I think that what I'm offering today is something that's beyond the mind. Like what I'm going to share with you and offer, maybe it's a good time to pause for a moment and focus on that. Maybe you'll hear for the first time of your life, but I invite you to hear what I'm saying from your heart and not from your mind, because the mind is limited. It's a brilliant tool and we need it, but it's limited. And maybe now we need something else. Maybe now we need to listen and to act from the heart and not from the mind. So let's pause here for a moment. Let's do like a short, it won't be a meditation, but just a short kind of like centering, okay, after I shared my story and my opening. So make sure your feet are on the ground. If you can stay upright and not lean, that's fine. If you need to lean, you'll do whatever works for you. And let's place our palms facing up, okay? Make sure you're not leaning forward though. So you're like really seated, rooted on your seat bones. Let's close our eyes. We'll do like a 2-3 minute, we'll call it concentration practice and connection to the three hearts. And what I invite you to do is just gently close the eyes and focus on the center of your own heart. Maybe let's even take the right hand and place it on the heart and see if we can start hearing or sensing our own heart beats. Maybe the AC is a little bit strong, but maybe you can even just feel it as your palms is resting on your heart. If you catch your heartbeats, just start breathing in and out. In yoga, we usually use only the nostrils, so try to keep the mouth closed if you can. And synchronize the breath or quiet the breath a little bit. And just feel as if you're breathing from and to your heart. So it's as if we're making the heart as our breathing organ. It's not the lungs right now, it's the heart. And if you caught and you can feel the heartbeat, you can release the palm back to your thighs. So simply breathing in and out to your heart center. Continue doing that. And just imagine that exactly above your head, but very, very, very high above, there's another heart. We sometimes call it the heart of Father Sun, or Father Sky, or God, or the universe. It just names, so whatever works for you. But just imagine it's exactly above your head, but very, very far in the sky. Oh, we have the quiet. And there's a heart there too. And slowly we're starting to synchronize your heartbeats with the heartbeat of all creation. You can even imagine you're connected somehow. Maybe you can see a string of light, or maybe you can see a certain color that's connecting the heart above your head and the heart within you. And continue breathing to the two hearts. Now imagine that exactly underneath your seat, but way, way deep down towards the center of Mother Earth, there is another heart. And you start synchronizing now the three hearts. But we are in the center. We're like the bridge. Our heart is a bridge that's connecting the universe and Mother Earth. So just take a few soft, soothing breaths to feel this connection. And we'll add one more layer here. So as we feel ourselves connected, we'll start imagining that's a vortex, a green vortex light emanating from our own heart and starts moving in a circular motion. So just imagine it's almost like a tornado, but a soft, nice one. So it's going in circles, it's starting from the heart and it's getting bigger and bigger and it's surrounding our whole body and it has a green healing light. So just see yourself being surrounded by this green healing light. And then gently start moving your fingers. Take your chin towards your chest. Open your eyes gently and come back to here and now. And I'd like us to open with your name, where you're from, and one word that describes yourself now. It could be a feeling, an emotion, you know, one of your hats. It's open. So Lisa, you'll start.
So I'm Lisa Clark. I was born and raised in Colombia. And what else? How I feel now?
Yes, one word. It doesn't have to be
Disbelief.
disbelief. Okay.
I'm Zavi. Was raised and born in Israel. Live here in Australia. I don't live.
One word. No thinking.
Spanx. Emotional Spanx.
Spanx like the underwear Spanx? Oh.
Really? Like,
Yes, yes.
okay,
That's how I
okay.
feel.
Yeah, we need to understand.
Okay.
We need to understand what
That's why I wanted more than one word. I
okay.
felt
Choked,
up
like
here,
almost, yeah.
all the way up to here. And
Wow.
if I pull it down, I'll crumble.
Wow. Okay. So you almost needed to hold you
I'm
in one
still
piece.
holding.
Yes, still holding. Okay. Thank you.
I'm Maynard. I'm from Miami originally. And I would say like hiding is like kind of an important thing.
Okay. Where do you live now?
And also,
In Florida.
yeah.
Einav is a very Israeli name.
Einav.
Meinav. Wow. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow. Does it have a specific meaning?
My grandmother was Nina, so my mom just changed the name to that.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
I'm the only one.
Thank you.
I'm Mindy Cohen. I'm from here. So in Birmingham, just moved back. I would just have to say devastated.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm Marcy. I live over in my heart. I'm from here. Overwhelmed.
Thank you.
I'm Debbie Ellison, I'm originally from Ohio, but I live like 5 minutes from here. And so to say
One word.
about.
Nothing, not about what you feel right now. How do you feel at this present moment? Confused. Thank you.
I'm Shirley Rhodes. I live here, lived here for over 25 years or more, I'm sure. Originally from New York. And the way I feel right now is calm, but the way I feel here is perfect.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm very
Concerned. Mhm.
45 years ago, I came from my suffering, and it was just strong.
Sure.
Nancy Miller, lived in Connecticut, and here's the 23 years. Halfway. I guess I feel alone. I feel like my vibration is not as good.
It's okay.
An urge.
Like everything is like. Okay. Thank you. Mhm.
I am Juanita, I grew up in Maryland, near Kol-Ya. And then we moved here.
Made Aliyah to Israel, you mean? Okay.
I started with, and then we moved here. And I don't think I can say one word.
Right now, right
The
now,
one that is sorrow,
sorrow.
is, we just wait on.
Thank you.
And then you see what that, then she wants to wait for original, almost like four. And, people all upstairs.
Exactly. Hopeful. Mhm.
And if you're out, there's no reason to extend something. We don't put it in, it's clear, and this, and this.
Lost. Mhm. Think we all are, in a way.
I'm Judy Jacobs, originally from Pensacola, Florida. I live here in Waters. What's that word? I'm Tracy Price. I grew up in Florida, but I'm living in Alpharetta. And one word I would use is unsettling.
Unsettled. Thank you.
And Melanie, and then I'm calling you, but I didn't result and 7 years ago, he was my sweetheart. She's not the only one who's here. And what I feel, they feel, and then stop fighting about what's going on.
So Liela just joined us. So we're saying our names, where we're from, and one word that kind of like what you feel right now. Sorry
Amariella.
that I threw it on you. I know her, so.
Amariella, I'm from Israel, currently live here. I feel right now anxious.
Anxious. Yeah, thank you. So I think we all kind of like share, what everyone said. And I'd like to, if anyone wants to say anything about the really short meditation we did, or questions. So I call it the 3-heart meditation. You can imagine you're seeing something, you can feel, or you can either, but still it took us 2 or 3 minutes, and immediately it was grounding us, bringing us to this present moment. I'm not sure if you could continue thinking about your fear or your loss at that moment. Maybe you did. I don't know. But the purpose is to use something. It could be our breath, it could be something that we're visioning, and we don't need anything outside from us to do it, and we can connect and bring ourselves to the present moment. So we'll come back to it when we'll do the longer meditation, and it will be easier. I'll tell you, let's connect to the 3 hearts, and you'll do it because we just did it, okay? So let me pause here for a moment before we come back to these intense emotions that everyone shared. And I want to share with you a few, probably 2 or 3 yoga poses. I brought my stuff here. Let me just move. And I'll probably ask you at one point to come closer to this location. So you can definitely stand up and come closer. Stand up. And maybe Zavit, if you could do short videos just for every pose, and then I can share it like it's a single. Yeah, so just come gather around so you can see, because I want to use the wall. And so I want you from both sides. You need to see the side of me. So this pose, it's an amazing one. It's called Viparita Karani. That's a Sanskrit name. We sometimes call it legs up the wall pose. Okay. I think you may seen it, but there's a few things that's worth putting the attention on. So as you see, I took a pillow. You may not have this fancy pillow at home, but you can grab any pillow, like even like a living room sofa pillow, or you can grab 2 blankets and just roll them and create something like this. Even if it's less than this, it's fine, okay? And then I'm not putting it all the way to the wall. Sound with you? Yes. Okay. And the reason is, and I'll show you the correct one. I'll show you what's happening when it's all the way to the wall, so you'll understand what's happening in my body, okay? Let me just take this off so you can see better. And getting inside the pose, It may look a little bit complicated, but it's not. I want this shoulder to be here. I want to lay down, but my butt cheek has to stay close to the wall. Okay, so that's the challenging part. So I'm not leaning forward. I'm staying really connected to the wall. And then I'm sliding and coming up. So once I'm here, now I want you to see my side. Can you see how my chest is opening? Okay, so what the blanket or bolster or whatever is doing, it's feeling my lower back. My butt cheeks are pretty much floating here, but they're close to the wall. Now I'll show you what's happening when I'm putting it all the way. Watch my chest. You see how it's like sinking, closing, and it even doesn't feel good. It's like, it's almost like choking. Okay, so I'll come back to the right pose. And I'm rolling my shoulders and I'm really opening my chest, and I'm exaggerating now for you to see. And there should be a lake here. I call this a lake, and then a waterfall that comes all the way to the throat. So here I can close my eyes. I can put my hands on my belly and I can do belly breathing here and just relax. Okay, so now I'll come back and I'll show you one more variation if I'm not using this. Okay, it will look different, but still I can work on opening my chest. But the important part is to get close. So watch what I'm doing. I'm rolling the shoulders. So I'm almost like thinking the chest to get this opening. Okay, and then you can relax with it. So that's a beautiful, amazing, simple pose to practice. The name of it, Viparita Karani. That's the Sanskrit name.
When is the best time to do this, in the morning?
Great question. So this pose, I call it Gam Vegam in Hebrew, which means both. Yes, this and this. Why? Because it could be an amazing pose to elevate your energy, because we're inverting, right? We're like switching the flow of blood. So let's say you're like, I don't know, it's lunchtime, you're tired, or it's just a horrible day, you don't have any energies, flip and do this. Or at the same time, not or, at the same time, it's also great before bedtime because it's helpful for insomnia. So it's a therapeutic pose, and it's great to do it. You know, you have the headboard, the bed, so you can do it on the bed, even just before you go to bed. So beautiful, amazing. 5, 10, 15 minutes. There's, you know, whatever you can hold in this pose. Another variation with the leg, by the way, I'll show you later, you can do feet to feet. So like this. So on the wall, but the legs could be like this, or you can even open the legs like this. But keep the legs up because the flow of energy is best when the legs are up, okay? So we're getting a few things in this pose, but we also working on opening your chest, okay?
Remind them when they cannot.
Yes, thank you, Zavid, although I don't, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, some of us. If you're on your period, you're not practicing this pose. So yeah, I forgot because I don't have mine anymore. Yes, during our period, we just want, you know, the body is taking the blood out of the body. We don't want to do the opposite. So that's important. Yeah. So we're not lifting the legs. We're not doing any inversions in yoga when we have our periods. Yes, it's a great pose while pregnancy. Pregnant ladies, amazing, beautiful, really helpful. Okay, so that's that. Second one, I'm sorry.
What if you have like a dizziness? Do you suggest to do that?
Just move slowly. Just do, you know, getting in and getting out slowly. That's what I would say. And see how it works for you. You know, you may start, maybe not like on a big height, maybe just a blanket, and, you know, see how it works for you. My mom has vertigo sometimes, and she practices it. Yeah, just be more mindful about how you go in and go out from the pose. Okay. Another one, which is easy and simple, and last week we worked in the other room, but we had, you know, you can use books. That's what I want to say. Yeah, I wouldn't put these books, of course, on the floor, but if you don't have a block, you can just simply take a book, okay, or 2 books, and you can just have it here and sit and place it where the bra line is. And just open yourself like this. Okay, this is a little bit more intense because my block is very high. And I'm not sure you guys have something like this. You can support your head, or you can take a blanket and just roll it and make it just, not as intense. Okay, simple, easy, takes, I wouldn't stay too much time here. Maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes, as much as you can, allow your body to be open. Now, the third one is a very relaxing one. And again, I don't have all my props, but we can, play with what we have here. So I'm putting something higher, a little higher. Again, it could be a rolled, rolled blanket. Let me try so I'll show you with my piece here. And I'm going to sit with my legs like this, okay? If your knees are very high because your hips are tight, I would take something, again, you don't have blocks, use books and support underneath your hips, okay? But if not, then I'm leaning back. And again, watch my chest. You see how I'm getting the same openness while just relaxing here. You can put something under your head, like a blanket or something to support. You can close the eyes. You can place your hands here. You can do breathing. You can just relax. If this is too much, you bring the knees up and stretching the legs, and you can just stay here, okay? So simple. This is called Supta Baddha Konasana. If the Sanskrit means anything to anybody. And you can even from here do this, straighten the leg and just stay a little bit longer with the legs straight. So you're still keeping the chest open. You can do maybe listen to something, or again, some breath, but the chest stays open, okay? Questions about these three? Okay, I want to show you something that maybe we can all try to do, but careful on the chairs, okay? So one more with the chairs. So let's go back to our locations. And I'm not sure about these chairs. I'll have to try. I'll show you from the sides, and then we'll see, because these are pretty high. No, I don't think we can do it. If I would have, is there like a folded chair somewhere? Like simple folded chairs? Then, which one? The baby chair? Yeah. Yeah, so maybe, yeah, if there's a folding, yeah, I thought we can. So usually at home, mine doesn't have this high back. So if it's like just a regular back of a chair, we can all do this, but don't try here because again, it won't work with this. Oh, perfect, excellent. Okay, so I'll show you. And again, this one is easy, but you have to make sure you're following two basic rules. I have to be connected to the chair. So I'm pointing my toes and I'm connecting with my heels to the chair. Can you see? This is let me move this a little bit. Can you still see? Okay, so toes connecting to the chair. And then I'm creating the chest, the lifting of the chest like we did before. And I'm just pushing myself up. If I'm keeping my legs like this, nothing will happen. The chair won't move. And this chair is really, it's flimsy. It's not like heavy. I'm just opening my chest and breathing, okay? If your neck is sensitive, you can hold your neck and then coming back. Easy, even when you walk, you can pause and just do that, okay? We're not staying long in this one, obviously. You go up, breathe, come down, maybe do a second time, okay? Easy, simple. I'll send this to all of you so you can, remember it and see it. And that's the physical part of today, okay? Questions? Anybody is doing yoga on a regular basis here? Yeah? Okay. Where do you practice? Okay. No, not familiar with it. Okay. Any? Okay. Amazing. Any specific type of yoga or? Okay. So what I showed you here, most of it is taken from, so I'm teaching Iyengar yoga. These poses are more related to restorative yoga, which is a very therapeutic approach. Again, it fits everybody, doesn't matter which age, doesn't matter if you never did yoga before. you can all practice it pretty safely, you know, just don't take so much height, like start with something lower, okay? So now we'll move into our second part, and this is all about our emotions. Okay, let me just close this. Put my shoes back, right? Although I feel very comfortable with that. That's my comfortable position. Okay, so as I told you, but I haven't said all of it, the first 2 days since the attack started were the worst for me personally. 3 of my friends buried their sons, soldiers, 23 years old, one after the other. They were probably the first responders. One was my neighbor in Even Yehuda in Israel. The kids grew up together. Another one, you know, we raised the kids. They were born at the same time. And another one, I actually didn't meet the son, but she was one of my students in my yoga class. And like I told you, I was walking in the house like a tiger in a cage. I really didn't know what to do with myself. But lucky for me, as I told you, I had this 2 support group. And one of my teachers just reminded us a tool. Maybe it's the first time you'll hear about it. Some of you may, who knows me, may heard about it. It sounds so simple and almost silly, but it has an immense power to help us move through the emotion, or let the emotions, let's say it this way, let the emotions move through us, okay? I don't know how you grew up, you know, here in the States. I have here 2 Israelis, and tell me if, you know, it was different with you. But when I was growing up, and my grandparents are Holocaust survivors, we weren't talking much about our feelings and our emotions. Did you grow up differently? A little bit, yeah? Okay, so I remember I was crying, and, you know, it was like, get over it. Be brave, get over it, wipe your tears, you know. My father is not very sharing his emotions ever, not really. My mom is different, but, you know, I think it was like something that we all kind of like dealt with emotions in a very certain way, which today I feel that I can do something different, and I need something different. We either pushed it away or ignored it. That's, again, that was my experience and the experience of most of the women around me. And what's happening, this is energy. Emotion is energy. My teacher says, just listen to the word, emotion, energy in motion, just the word even in English. In Hebrew, we called emotion regesh. And if you play with the words, with the letters, you have also gesher, which is a bridge. So she talks about how the emotions and dealing and letting the emotions go through our body almost acts as a bridge from the physical to the divine. And I'll explain. So when I felt everything that I felt, it wasn't just one emotion. I started with sadness, horrible sadness. And then after a few hours or minutes, it became rage and hatred. And then it became fear. And it kept on evolving. And I'm sure you're right, you're sharing the same thing. So the tool that we're using is a sentence that we keep on repeating. But what the sentence does, before I share it with you, it does 2 things. The first part of the sentence, creating in a way, not a distance, but separating between me and the emotion. And I'll explain. Usually I say, I'm sad, right? I'm frightened. So I'm like almost identifying with the emotion, right? Say something else. I am, I don't know, hopeless. I am, right? It's taking the feeling, the emotion, and immediately making me and the emotion one, okay? So the first part of the sentence, we're almost separating. It's not that we're pushing it away. We're not, ignoring it. We're just understanding that it's not who we are, okay? The emotions that we feel are not who we are. I heard the sentence for many years, and I don't think I understood what it means. And I think this week, I started to understand. Because, like I told you, I felt anger, but then after a few minutes, I felt fear. And then it changed. So am I fear? Am I anger? Am I hatred? Am I sadness? No, I'm none of these. I'm this vast vessel of light and love who came to manifest here in a physical body. And these energies are here for me to allow them to flow and move through me. So the first part, not identifying, but separate from us and the emotion or the feeling. The second part is, like I told you, if I had growing up, something was happening, yeah, get over it. So, I'll take another example from like marriage life. Okay, I'm living with my husband for 30 years. Obviously, I always say that he and my mom are the ones that, pushing all the buttons till this day, even after working on myself for so many years. It's the people that you love the most, right? So I'll really take just something simple from, a daily life. David, my husband, I can ask him, something, and he answers me. And I am being offended from what he said. And maybe he wasn't listening, maybe he was busy, doesn't matter. What's starting to happen within me is this emotion starts to create a story and maybe brings a memory. And it's like from something maybe small, he was working and he wasn't now open to hear what I was like saying or whatever. In me, there is like from something small and idiotic, maybe, it became like a whole story back to when my father, when I was 1 year old, abandoned me, okay? This is the things that's happening in our minds. It's just the way we are built in a way, okay? So I started using this tool, this sentence, even for these little things. So let's say he's told me something, I'm not answering, and instead of getting into my position as a little kid that was abandoned by her father, I'm starting to repeat this sentence. So I'm changing my automatic way of reacting to what happened and creating a new path, okay? So now I'll tell you what it is and how we do it. So in Hebrew, I'll say in Hebrew and I'll say in English. So in Hebrew we say, למרות הכאב, הלב שלי מבקש להישאר פתוח, okay? Now English, think about, if it resonates, despite the line, pain, sadness, fear, okay? Let's pick one. Despite the fear, my heart chooses to stay open, okay? Let's repeat it a few times. I'll start and you'll say, you'll answer. So despite that, just say something. Yeah.
Despite the hatred, my heart
chooses to stay open. Okay. Anyone else? Your turn. Despite to stay open. Okay. Anyone else wants to just say it so kind of like understands and almost like bring it to here and now. Anyone you want to say? Despite?
In spite of.
Or in spite of? My heart chooses to stay open. Okay, because what I explained to you before with my husband, what was happening is immediately the heart is shutting down. Again, because I'm going to some trauma or some story or some memory from the past where I was hurt or I was frightened or I was whatever. So we have to choose something differently. And so the first part is despite the sadness, I'm not sad. I feel sadness. Okay, that's different. It sounds maybe semantics, but it's energetically, it's different. So despite that, whatever, you can put whatever word you want there. And once you'll start practicing it, you'll see that as you say to yourself, okay, your husband said something to you and you're starting, you want to say something to him back, but no, you're remembering there's maybe a new way. And you start saying this in your own heart. I'm moving away. I'm like going to my room. I'm not in front of him. I'm just with myself doing the work. And then it's starting shifting. And that's what's amazing. And it doesn't stay pain. It shifts to maybe sadness, and maybe it changes to fear. And then it's at one point even sometimes dissolves. And like, I won't say it's gone, but it's transforming. It's just changing. It's not that powerful emotion that was grabbing me and controlling me. Now I have, the power and the control. So any questions about that? Something? Anyone? Yes. Yes. Okay. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So you can say, despite this unprecedented time, my heart chooses to stay open. Yes. And then you're allowing for something new to occur. And this emotion, no matter how strong, bad, I don't know if I didn't mention that, we sometimes call some emotions bad and good, but it's only a different in vibrations. Okay. Some emotions have more dense vibration than others. I should have maybe started with this. Okay. So hatred and sadness and fear, these are just very low, dense vibrations. Okay. And when we talk about love or say other, elevating feelings that you're freedom, what else?
Joy.
Good joy. What else? Happiness. More. Yeah. Hope. Laughter. Yeah. So these are just lighter vibration. Okay. And this is something that's, science shows. I'll share with you like a picture that really shows the vibration of each and every emotion. So it's hard for us to maybe grasp and understand it, but it's all energy. And this energy just asks to go through our body, and we want to let it go, but not get stuck somewhere. Okay. Just continue going. Okay. So that's the first tool. And the second tool is maybe more practical, but this is it's very easy to use. So the second one would be, I started about thinking names in English for this, because in Hebrew we call it magbirei teder, like elevating the vibes, or I don't know how I'd like to translate it word to word, or like so things that causes you or helps you to elevate your own vibration. Okay. And I'll tell you what I did in the first few days. I was at home. I didn't do anything, could not concentrate on anything. My parents-in-law were still with us from the wedding. They could not go back to Israel. So, we're all kind of like in this cage together. And one of the things that helped me was baking. I love doughs, Zavit knows, and I bake sourdough bread. And there was not much I could do, but this was like something that kind of like helped me relax. No, I don't know, maybe just take keep myself busy, I would say. Not even take the mind off, but keep myself busy, like doing something. The second thing that I did was returning to my regular yoga practice, because I kind of left it. I had a lot of traveling, and I felt how my heart physically was closing. And I just decided that, and I didn't have the energy I didn't want, but I almost forced myself. I have a teacher he's in California, and since COVID, we've been studying with him. His studio closed. California had it pretty rough than we had it here. And I've been studying with him every day during COVID for 3 years. Every day. He was teaching every day, nonstop. And then obviously I started traveling, and I kind of left it. And the second or third day, since everything started, I just said, I'm returning to my practice with him because I couldn't feel that I have enough energy to go down to my beautiful studio and start doing it by myself. I didn't. So I said, okay, I'll start practice at least 3 days a week. One more thing that I did, and again, I live on Lake Lanier, is just spending time outside. And lucky for us, all of us here, look where we live. It's heaven, right? It's like, look at the trees and, we have, you just need to step out of your backyard or your house or, and it's so gorgeous and beautiful here. So just being outside in nature, look at the trees, listen to the birds. If you can walk without shoes, wow, even better, because it's like, grounding and it helps you get back to you, to yourself. Now I want to hear from you. If you want to share what makes you feel good, not related to now. I want us to kind of move in a circle. Maybe we'll start here with Ariella, with you. Something that makes you feel good at home. Not now, what makes you feel good? And let's be open, because maybe we'll hear things that will, we can take later as things we can do at home. What makes you feel good?
These days?
No, not. Rewind 3 weeks ago. What?
Sure, cooking.
Cooking. Okay, cooking for Zavit. Okay, cooking. Okay. Ima, what makes you feel good? With the grandchildren. Okay, but I want something that is not dependent on someone other than you. Writing. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, things you like, makes you feel good, or things you like, or things that are, elevating your, or connecting you with your higher self, or, you can call it in many different names. Pray. Amazing. Beautiful. Yes. Okay. Yes, because now all your friends are in the same situation. So what, you'll call them and you'll cry together. So it's not something else. Yeah. It doesn't have to be a hobby. It's not even a hobby, but. Yeah. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Yeah. Amazing. The simple things, really be simple. Don't overthink it. Walking in the park. Beautiful. Raise your voice a little bit. Happy music. Listen to happy music. These are all vibrations. So if we pick the right music, because some music can drag you down as well, right? So high vibrational music and sounds, that's beautiful. That's amazing. That's a very instant thing that can shift the way you feel. Right? Yes, I agree. Oh, beautiful. Flowers, nature. Mm-hmm. Excellent. And it's again connecting you with earth. Okay. I love it. Yes. Wow. Orchids, yeah. Okay, what else? Exercise, okay. Excellent. Amazing, thank you. That's one of my favorite things to do. It doesn't matter which water, we talked about it. I just need water, close to me. Seeing water, deeping in water. By the way, taking a bath sounds like, most of us has in our home. Water are just healing, relaxing, healing. You can add it, you know, a drop of lavender or just, you know, Epsom salt, just relax in hot water or cold water. It's so simple, amazing. Just help us to really relax. Is petting, petting. Yeah, yeah, okay. Love to read. Okay, no, not that. That's not, that's something that makes you happy? Wait, is this something that makes you happy to watch the news? Good news. Where do you see good news? Tell me, I want to see that too. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yes. To pray. Thank you. Yes. Yes, thank you, Deborah. Can you come to my house? We all want, we can offer you lots of happy moments. You're close, yeah. Thank you, yeah. So doing things, we talked here and that's lots of things, doing things with our hands, with our body, okay? Uh-huh.
Learning, but also singing.
Singing,
Singing to a CD or something that like below, learning just.
beautiful, beautiful. It's similar to listening to music. It's even stronger, I would say, like, because yes, exactly, exactly. So beautiful. Thank you for that. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if any of you have heard of laughter yoga. That's what I do. I'm a laughter yoga leader.
Okay,
So,
amazing.
Laughter.
Yes, laughter and yoga. It's like, it sounds like the perfect mix, right? Thank you, Debbie.
It's a weird one that I do all the time since I was pregnant. I like to lie down in the shower.
Mhm.
Like, not take a bath, but I just lie down.
And get the water on you?
All the time. It is amazing. And like, especially during this time, you can just cry and let them hear you.
And you can let all the sadness also be washed away. Yes,
I
beautiful.
also like listening to podcasts about conscientiousness, about the brain, the mind, spirituality.
Mhm. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, which games?
I can play anything on my iPad.
Okay,
Any kind of word games, graphical knowledge. Like sit on my porch and drink coffee. Like,
cool.
very relaxed.
Amazing. If it relaxes you, that's your thing.
I just like to sit still and have nobody talk to
Wow. Who wants to do that? Or who's able to do that? To sit still.
me. Just sit still.
That's the goal, you know, that's the ultimate goal.
You
can never do I can when I'm meditating. Wow, that's amazing. That's beautiful and amazing. You're lucky, yeah. Zavit, what do you like to do?
I would say baking, but lately I can't.
Okay, something else
Um,
that's helping you, not these days, before. Try to think of it, yeah.
so baking is like a no-no for the last 2 years.
Uh-huh.
Music,
Mm-hmm.
there is a good in Hebrew, of course, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Food-related podcast
Okay,
that they're two
hosts, yeah,
hosts,
instructor, yeah.
and they just
Funny,
talk and they're funny and they make fun of each other and it's a lot of knowledge, but it's fun knowledge. It's like you don't feel like you're
like learning at the same time.
So
Okay.
I love those.
Mm-hmm.
Shower, just
Yes, water
Burning.
flowing.
hot water, just
Uh-huh.
stick like that. That's the only time that nobody comes in. Mommy, mommy.
That's her stillness, right? Lisa,
I like running.
okay. It,
Oh, yeah,
it makes you feel good.
And,
Wow, amazing.
And, travel.
Traveling, oh, yes. But that's again, something, you know, almost like
Plan.
outside, you know, in these times, you know, so I like to share I was waiting for some of you or one of you to say it, but what I found is when I decided that I'm hosting this evening, just, doing something for someone else.
But you said that is not related. to
Yeah, you
someone
said.
else.
Right, that's true. Right. Nice, Daviti. Yes.
But if
But-
wants to do my.
Right, she can. No, but what I mean is being busy with giving to someone, like thinking about or caring for someone else than me. And some of you mentioned the dogs, which is, it's great. Yeah. Being useful, yeah. But the act of giving, I just felt that since I decided that I'm doing this, and I was also offering, to talk with some friends and being in this group of women that we were all sharing and supporting one another, it just felt that when I did that, I wasn't dragged into, all these horrors and everything that we all, been dragged into, okay? So what I'm thinking is, you heard, we had like, I don't know, almost 20 ideas that we can make a list of and just use it as a reminder, because these are simple things, that we can all do. But when everything kind of like, all these intense emotions are flooding us, I don't think we'll remember. So maybe have a list. One of my teachers said, she called it Magbirei Simcha, like a joy elevation list, enhancers, okay? And just, you heard 20, pick 5, write them down, put them on the fridge. So next time something really, takes you out of your center, use the protocol that I offered you. So let this emotion, don't push it away, don't ignore it. You can cry, you can shout, you can scream, you can, do whatever you need to do, whatever works for you. But then remember that you have tools, simple things that you could do at your own house with yourself, not necessarily waiting for the grandchildren to come, the children. It's nice, but it's and just bring yourself back to who you are. Bring yourself back to your center. So that's the other tool that I wanted to share with you. Any questions, any more ideas that came to your mind? Something? Yes.
I'm just going to send that feeling to somebody else, because it's something that, we do all in the file, especially doing references that Rebel always said.
Right, it's one of the.
I'll teach all of it. Unhappy, miserable, and
Offer something.
That we shouldn't feel like we're mobilized, like I feel paralyzed.
Right, yes,
But we have to act.
right.
Share one more thing. So I'm a therapist, and I get a lot of calls from people who are, and usually I'll start with my therapeutic, what's going on. And I don't know why somebody wrote to me tonight, and I just said, how can I help? What can I do? And it just sort of
Change the whole.
Yeah, it means just any one of us can say to any other person in our lives, it just made me feel better.
Beautiful.
Right, I recognize that.
Amazing. Yeah, I think this is probably the strongest thing that we can just offer. Yeah, do. Yeah, even when we're here, there are things we can do, and people are, doing and offering and helping, and there are lots of things to do. I just want to go back. It's interesting that when we shared the different emotions, just something popped to my head. No one mentioned blame or shame. Did you notice? Okay, when we had the Israeli circle just a week ago, I think we heard it so many times. So maybe it's something that's more, maybe more Israeli. Shame or blame? Because you're not there. because you're not helping, because you're not experiencing it like all your friends, and because my kids are not in the army right now with their friends, because guilt, shame, blame, it's all the same, it's the same family. So I'm just, putting it out there. Maybe it's something some of you felt, maybe not, but these are also very dense emotions that we maybe as Israelis maybe deal with more in these cases, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, our family is still there, but it's even more than because family, maybe some of you have families in Israel, right? But it's like, yeah, I think it's even more than that. And the fact that we are here and not there, we chose to be here. And there's a reason, there's a higher reason, I'm right here and my kids are here, and not because if I was in Even Yehuda, most probably my daughter would be in this party because all her friends went there. And my son would probably do miluim, tzav shmone in the ark. So, because that's the life, that's right. But there's a reason I'm here. And maybe I don't understand it now, and maybe I can't see it, but there's a higher, reason. So I just felt that I need to talk about guilt, shame, and blame, and to tell you again that no matter what you feel, it's legit. It has a place. No matter what emotion or feeling that arises in these days, there is a place for it. There's no right or wrong, and just try to use these tools on top of the tools that we're all grown women. We gathered some tools with us, so just remember to use it and try, and remember to keep the heart open. That's the yes.
But
Yeah.
History lesson, like what I've learned.
Mhm.
Is that, in history, Jewish women really are there through tragedy and all there, and they're kind of the ones that are keeping the family going. And
Mhm.
all of us being Jewish women here have that fear too, because we want to protect our children and see what's going on. See what's going on in the world, and it's, we can't fix it, right? Like, we don't have to be, I can't fix the problem, but I want to protect people around future generations.
But you can start by not fixing yourself. That's not a good word, but owning yourself and returning to your own center and remembering who you are and remembering all the powers that are within you. I think that's what each and every one of us can do and need to do, and not fall to this, darkness. Just remember who we are. Yes, we cannot control everything that's happening, but we can control how we react. We can choose what we see or what we do not see. We can choose what we listen to and what we can choose so we have lots of things that we can do even now to maintain our center. And I think when you have your center, your kids will see and feel, and they'll have, their center. And I think the powers that I have coming from my center. When I'm not in my center, when I'm losing it, this is when I'm losing my powers as well. So, and you mentioned we are all amazing Jewish, strong women, but at the same time, it's okay to be sad and to cry and to fear and to, be afraid. It's okay. It doesn't mean that I'm not this strong Jewish Israeli, one of my daughter was running in high school. She was running, not track, the long distance, cross country. And she had a Jewish coach. And one day they were running up and down like heels. And he was telling her, "You Jew," how did it, do you remember it? Yeah, like he said something that was like a compliment, but like, I forgot the word, that was like a strong one. It was almost ma'aliv, like offensive and a compliment in a way, but about like how strong we are, Jewish women. I don't remember the word, it will come up to me. So, we are all that. But we can, at the same time, we can be, you know, heartbroken and we can be everything. But I know where my center is and I know how to come back to it. That's, I think, what we just need to remember, that to come back to our center. Let's take a 2-3 minutes break. You can take something to drink and we'll come back to the meditation. It will be like maybe 10-15 minutes meditation. So let's just, you know, breathe a little bit, move the body, take a sip, take some water with you if you want. And we'll get into the meditation. לא, sit קטנים, כן, that's okay. No, that's okay. Let me just pause the. Okay. So make sure both legs are kind of like underneath you. Yeah, I'll put it in the center so you can still take a look at it. And we'll start with connecting to the 3 hearts like we did before. So it's already, you know what we're doing. Placing the palms facing up, just because I want us to be able to be open to whatever, you know, is. Roll the shoulders back and down and very gently close your eyes. And start by, like we did before, imagining there is a tiny ball of light, maybe like the crystal inside the Merkaba. You can imagine this crystal ball of light inside your own heart. And you start breathing in and out towards this ball of light or the crystal or the diamond or, you know, whatever you call it or you feel it or you sense it. So you're making the heart, again, the breathing organ, breathing in and out. As you continue breathing through the heart, you start imagining this shape, the tetrahedron or the Merkaba shape surrounding your own heart. You can give it any color that you see right now. Maybe it's clear. And as you continue breathing, it just starts getting bigger and wider and taller. So keep on breathing in and out to your own heart. And let's activate the 2 other hearts just as a grounding and, you know, being connected. So imagine the heart all the way in the center of the universe. Start synchronizing the heartbeat, the breath with the heart in the skies. And then start activating the connection with the heart inside Mother Earth. So you simply just see yourself connected from above and from below and from within with the 3 hearts like we did before. And some of us can see, you know, imagine things. Some of us can feel, some of us can sense or even hear. And it's okay, like each and every one of us, like we're not studying the same way, you know, some are more visual, some, you know, needs different ways to study and learn. Same with meditation. There are so many ways. There's no right or wrong. So let's start continue breathing to the heart and imagining that the Merkaba is getting bigger and bigger. It's now surrounding our own heart, the physical heart. And as we continue breathing, it's coming out from our physical body. It's starting surrounding our whole body. So the top of the Merkaba, the point of the top pyramid is at the crown of our head, and the bottom pyramid is at the bottom of our feet. So it's as big as us. And the center of it is the light in the center of our hearts. And this is now the vehicle for the ascension that we're doing right now. So starting, just imagine that this Merkaba is your spaceship, and you're starting elevating higher and higher towards the ceiling of this beautiful building. You can still see yourself seated here. Maybe there's a kind of like a piece of you, or like a, you know, so it's a spark of you that's inside the Merkaba and starting to rise high towards the ceiling. Then, since everything is energy, you cross through the ceiling and go towards the skies, and you keep on levitating or lifting up or flying, whatever you feel or see or choose. But you're getting lighter. And you keep on going up as higher and higher. You go through different dimensions, different layers. Continue lifting up higher and higher and higher. Maybe you can see different colors, different complexions, and continue until you're feeling drawn to this beautiful, shining, bright light. As you reach to this space, to this place, your Merkaba is opening from the top, and you can step out. And instantly, as you open your eyes, you keep your eyes closed, but imagine you're there, and you're in a place which I called your happy place. It's somewhere outside in nature. It could be a place that you visited before, or a place that you maybe saw in a movie or in your imagination. But it's a place that makes you feel very happy. Notice what you're wearing, if you're wearing any shoes. Notice the surface on which you're walking. Maybe it's like a beautiful white sand, or just fresh grass. Listen to the animals, the birds, the sounds around you. Be aware of the different plants, trees, flowers. Just open all your senses to experience this beautiful, amazing place. As you look forward, you're starting to see a path, and you start walking on this path towards the sounds of water. You keep on walking, and as you look forward, there is a beautiful pool of clear water. You step inside this water, this small pool, and it's in the perfect temperature that you like. And there's a beautiful stone that actually fits your own size. It's almost like the perfect chair for you to sit on. So walk towards this stone and have a seat. The water are kind of like touching your legs. You're feeling happy, relaxed, secure, loved. And now as you're sitting there, very relaxed, you're starting to feel that there's a golden flow of liquid, of light, of water that's coming from a very high spot above your head. It enters the crown of your head, and it's starting flowing within your head, washes away all the things that are not serving you anymore, clearing any blockages, opening the third eye point, the center in between your eyebrows, which is the center for intuition and knowledge and wisdom. So it's clearing that center. This golden liquid goes down towards your throat and clears from your throat everything that is not your own truth. So you can communicate better, first with yourself and then with everyone around you. This golden, beautiful liquid continue and goes towards your heart, and it opens your heart from the front and from the back. washes away all the things that caused us to close our heart in the past. Our heart chooses to stay open no matter what. So that golden liquid just help us to open and clear and clean our own hearts. It continue flowing down towards our belly, the abdominal area, where maybe we pushed away or ignored all these intense emotions. It helps us to vibrate and move and clear and dissolve all the things we don't need anymore. It goes further down towards our sex and creativity chakra, the center of creation and creativity, and clears away and washes away all the pain, all the memories, all the things that are stored there that are not helping us anymore. And then it goes to the base chakra and washes away all the fear and goes straight from there towards the center of Mother Earth. Now imagine that from the center, from the heart of Mother Earth that we were connected with when we began this meditation, a silver, beautiful light is starting to rise up. So from the bottom, we have the silver line, the feminine energy coming up through the base chakra, the base of our spine. It rises up towards our creation and creativity chakra, the second one below the navel. It goes up towards the center of the belly, the abdominal, the ego, the emotion. It rises up and washes again the heart. And at the heart center, it's becoming one with the golden light. So we have the golden light flowing from above. We have the silver, amazing feminine, godly feminine light flowing from below. And they're becoming one at our own heart. You can imagine how now there's no separation between the gold, the masculine energy, and the silver, the feminine energy. And they're flowing up and down freely. Feel that you're getting this bath. And it touches every cell and every organ and every system in your own body. Clearing, healing, rejuvenating, relaxing, upgrading. When you feel it's enough, you're starting very gently to walk back towards the path. The weather is perfect. You're not cold, you're not hot. It's the perfect temperature for your own body. You walk and you see in front of your eyes the amazing Merkaba or Merkava. And without you saying anything or doing anything, it just opens from the top. And you see yourself seated inside. The top pyramid is closing. And very gently, we're starting to go down the same way we went up through different dimensions, maybe different colors. Slowly, we can see the clouds. We can see Georgia underneath us, and then Alpharetta. We can recognize this beautiful building here. We can see this amazing hall. We go through the ceiling and we can see yourself sitting in a circle, a beautiful circle. And we're stopping with our Merkaba on top of the crown of our heads. And we'll do it together. We'll take a deep breath in, and with the next exhalation, we're going to pull our Merkabas back and spread all this love and light, silver and gold together inside our own bodies. So let's do it together. Inhale. And with the exhalation, just pull your Merkaba to your heart and just like spread the light throughout your physical body. It's not just gold, it's not just silver, it's a beautiful unity of silver and gold together. And you can feel how this light is shining through your own physical body. It's maybe so shining that it's spreading outside of your own skin. Now we can feel how this light is spreading throughout this whole room. And if you wish, I'll be quiet for just a few more moments, and you can continue spread this light that's emanate from your own heart, and you can send it to specific people. We can all send it from our own hearts to all the kids, women, children, adults, old people who are kidnapped by the Hamas. We can expand and send our light to the whole of Israel. You can expand it to your family, to your loved ones. Just feel that with every breath you can expand, keep on expanding the light and the love. Let's take the right hand on our heart and place the left on top of the right. Bow our head down, honoring ourselves for taking the time to reconnect and remember the light that always is on within us. Slowly we can start moving our toes and our fingers, opening the eyes, bringing our awareness back here, feeling better than before. Before we say anything or do anything, what I want you to do is go to the cards, these beautiful cards, not to look, it's here, it's English, these are in English. Try not to look and choose. I see you. So just focus within you, stand up, come pick a card, and then have a seat, and we'll close the circle with, if you want to share your card. You can even ask a question. Sometimes I'm asking specific questions. Sometimes I'm just saying, I'd like to receive the most accurate and highest message for me now. So that's sometimes a way to approach. Yeah, try not to look. Yeah. Okay. Who wants to share what you got, and maybe a word, just one word that says, what do you feel right now? Want to start?
For me,
Yes.
what I feel about it.
No, whatever. First, if you want to read. Okay. Wait.
Patience.
Patience. Okay.
Patience with yourself.
Okay.
Taking the time to reconnect with myself tonight shows that it's a process and a journey.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So let's continue the circle this way.
Power says, remember that you have the power to transform your life and move to that you desire.
We all need to remember that, right? Thank you. One word that's kind of like
Strength.
strength. Thank you. Mhm.
Believe in your own strength and resilience.
Hallelujah. One word. Believe. Believe. Thank you. Yes, if you want. You rather not? Okay. More. Thank you.
Joy. Find joy in the simple things and let them bring life to your life. Trust.
Trust. And I think this card, it's kind of like, what we talked about. There's so many simple things we can do to help us, just remember who we are, so thank you.
Forgiveness.
Interesting.
Don't carry. Trust that everything happens for a reason, and have faith in your journey.
A word from you, not from the cards.
Not only the mind,
Yeah. From you right now, from this present moment, you.
confident that we can do it.
I'll take it. Thank you.
I have faith,
Mm-hmm.
believing in your own beauty and your life. Like this, I just kind of just thought it was
Faith in ourselves, right? Thank you.
Let go, but no longer serve you and embrace the power of change.
That's what we're all asking to, right? Everything we knew, it's not the same anymore. So
It's the word of breathe.
breathe. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Let's just spread up in the next limitless possibilities of life.
Power. Thank you.
Dream. Let go of fear and embrace the freedom and power of your dreams.
Hmm.
The word of the grounding.
Grounded. Grounded. Thank you.
Transformation, just like a butterfly, you have the power to transform your life and the lives of those around you.
Purpose. And I think it's actually accurate to what you said. You're a therapist, and so beautiful. Debbie.
Okay, new beginnings. Embrace the beauty of transformation and the possibilities of new beginnings. I'm gonna say possibility.
Okay. Beautiful.
Beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Life is full of beauty and wonder if only we take the time to notice it. Release.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
See the butterfly thing, please. Courage. Find the courage to spread your wings and take a leap of faith. Stay brave.
Bravery. Thank you.
passion, believe in yourself and the unique journey that is yours alone. I would say accomplishment.
Accomplishment. Thank you.
Thankful.
Thankful. Thank you.
Transaction. Just like a butterfly, you can emerge from difficult times with strength and beauty.
Vision, to believe in yourself and others, even in the midst of chaos.
Wow.
Resilience.
Resilience. Thank you.
That was the age.
What? There? Ariela?
Acceptance. Life is a journey of growth and transformation. You're exactly where you need to be.
We just talked about it, right? There's a reason we're here and not there. Thank you.
And mindfulness. Spreading wings, the sparkle of the beauty in the world around you.
And I'll close with intuition. And it says, let your intuition guide you and trust that you are on the right path. So, yeah, I want to thank you. Yeah, you don't need to. Really, no need.
Can I share why the butterfly?
Yes, and then I want to read to you one more thing and we'll close. Yes.
So I created and I did devotion about after I wrote the book, the Ray of Life, it's a big interesting for me. So the butterfly is because when my grandmother was my grandmother because she was murdered in Auschwitz, before they went to Auschwitz, she told my mother that every time she would see a butterfly, It's some salt is coming to say hello to them. From that time, Batisa is something that's better than unique in our family. And this is why we can also start with them.
So it's called butterfly inspirational cards. And I want to finish with, it's a book of songs in Hebrew, but it's so short. It's like really, I don't know, 6 words. Huh? Yes, you see my, it's a tzedakah dollar, I think. I don't know why it's here, but I need to go to Israel and give it. So I'll read it in Hebrew and then I'll read it in English. And I just left the house last week and I wanted to read something to finalize, to conclude the circle. And I kind of like pulled it. It was next to my bed and I just opened it. And this was the song that was open. So I want to read it in both English and Hebrew. So in Hebrew, חוסן, ראיתי יער עומד באלכסון, עצים שלא התנגדו לכבידה, סמכו על השורש, צמחו. Short. In English. Bless you. Resilience, חוסן, resilience? Okay, it's okay. Resilience, that's the name. I saw a forest stand diagonally, trees that didn't resist gravity, trusted on their roots, grew. Should I read it again? Resilience, that's the name. I saw a forest stand diagonally, trees that did not resist gravity, trusted on their own roots, grew. And I think that's us. That's all of us, right? Nothing will, whatever is happening in our lives, no matter what, we have our own roots, each and every one of us, our families or our ancestors or, the whole Jewish people. And if we want to resist whatever, we'll, remember that we have these strong roots, will keep on growing. So just remember that you are a tree and no matter what's happening, you're staying there. Even if you need to kind of like, move a little bit and flow, you have strong roots. So thank you so much. Thank you again, Vora, for allowing me to be here. And I'll share with you, if you want, through the WhatsApp, the class and maybe the pictures and just here and there things that I'm recording to help us all cope in these days. And if you want to share more things in the group, again, it's not for anything, not politically and not, related to whatever is going on. It just, for support to us as women in these hard, crazy days. So, yes.
Thank you.